Hello Golden State Warriors fans, we are here once again to bring you the latest news related to our team, and I would like to emphasize how committed we are to improving our performance to achieve great results. Before we dive into this intriguing news, I kindly request you to show your support by clicking the like button, and if you are not yet subscribed to our channel, I invite you all to join us on an exciting journey. Remember to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything.
Jonathan Kuminga shows positive development at a crucial moment for the Warriors. This could be a promising sign. Since returning to the Golden State Warriors rotation after a long injury layoff, Jonathan Kuminga's adjustment to the team's new offensive structure has been a bit uncertain. As a highly athletic forward who focuses on scoring, Kuminga's style doesn't always align with the current vision of the team, which revolves around Stephen Curry and the newly acquired star Jimmy Butler. Since coming back from a lengthy 31-game absence due to an ankle sprain, Kuminga has been averaging 14.3 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 2.8 assists off the bench. Before his injury, he was having a breakout year, averaging 16.8 points, 5.0 rebounds, and 2.2 assists on a team that was previously struggling to score. Even with Curry missing 2 games, Kuminga hasn't fully found his offensive rhythm in this new iteration of the team. However, with Gary Payton II now sidelined indefinitely due to a torn ligament in his left thumb, Kuminga has begun to show developments that bode well for the Warriors. Kuminga steps up defensively at just the right time. In light of Payton's injury, head coach Steve Kerr expressed his hope that Kuminga would embrace the defensive role the team envisioned for him throughout his career. Yet, throughout this season, Kuminga's willingness to take on a smaller offensive role has clearly been a point of contention between him and the organization. Approaching restricted free agency this offseason, Kuminga sees himself as a potential star and often flashes glimpses of that potential. With just 9 games left in the regular season and the Warriors locked in a tight battle for the final playoff spot in the Western Conference, the 22-year-old must do whatever it takes to help his team win. The Warriors are missing the intensity and defensive presence that Payton brought, and if Kuminga can help fill that void while also contributing offensively, it could be a significant development for the team. In the Warriors' recent victory over the New Orleans Pelicans, Kuminga recorded 7 defensive rebounds, the highest since December 30th against the Cleveland Cavaliers, along with a steal in a much-improved performance. While Kuminga's defensive rating of 109.5 places him firmly in the middle of the pack, he has the height and athleticism to be a dominant force on the boards. In their brutal losses to the Atlanta Hawks and the Miami Heat, the Warriors were easily out-rebounded, with multiple uncontested offensive boards shifting the momentum of those games. Kuminga's willingness to make those game-changing plays could be crucial in this final stretch of the regular season. A defining moment for Kuminga's future. Although Kuminga's future with the franchise remains uncertain, his performance in Payton's absence will undoubtedly influence his free agency. Continuing to deliver the kind of play we saw against the Pelicans could significantly shape his value to the team moving forward. As the Warriors push for a playoff spot, every game counts, and Kuminga has the chance to prove himself as a key player in their quest for success. Fans and teammates alike are watching closely, hoping to see him rise to the occasion and make a lasting impact as the season draws to a close. Jonathan Kuminga's continued growth, a key to Warriors' playoff aspirations. As the regular season approaches its climax, Kuminga's evolution has become even more critical for the Golden State Warriors. With the playoffs looming, the team is looking to solidify its roster and find its rhythm, and Kuminga's recent performances could be pivotal in determining their fate. Rising to the challenge. In the last few games, Kuminga has not only improved defensively but has also shown flashes of offensive brilliance. His ability to drive to the basket, coupled with improved perimeter shooting, makes him a dual threat on the court. Against the Pelicans, his confidence was evident as he knocked down crucial shots, demonstrating that he can be a reliable scoring option when needed. Moreover, his increased aggression on the boards has provided the Warriors with much-needed second-chance opportunities. This is particularly significant given the team's struggles with rebounding earlier in the season. Kuminga's physicality and hustle are traits that can energize the entire roster, igniting a defensive fire that the Warriors desperately need in high-stakes games. Navigating team dynamics. Kuminga's relationship with veterans like Curry and Butler will also play a crucial role in his development. Learning from these stars, who have experienced both the highs and lows of playoff basketball, can provide him with invaluable insights and strategies. Their mentorship could help Kuminga understand how to adapt his game to fit within the team's established dynamics, ultimately making him a more versatile player. With Payton sidelined, the onus is on Kuminga to take on greater responsibility, not just defensively, but as a facilitator and playmaker. As he develops this aspect of his game, the Warriors will become harder to defend, especially when their lineup features multiple offensive threats. The impact on team morale. Kuminga's resurgence could also positively impact team morale. When a younger player steps up during a challenging period, it can boost the confidence of the entire squad. His performances could serve as a rallying point for the Warriors, reinforcing their belief that they can contend for another title, even in the face of adversity. Head coach Steve Kerr has emphasized the importance of resilience during press conferences, highlighting how a collective effort is crucial for success. Kuminga's ability to rise to the occasion aligns perfectly with Kerr's vision for the team as they push toward the postseason. The road ahead. Looking forward, the Warriors face a challenging schedule that includes several playoff contenders. How Kuminga performs in these critical games will likely determine not only the team's playoff seeding but also his role moving forward. If he can consistently contribute on both ends of the floor, he could solidify himself as an indispensable piece of the Warriors' future. In conclusion, Jonathan Kuminga stands at a crossroads. With the opportunity to prove himself as a key player in the Warriors' playoff run, he has the chance to elevate not only his game but also the team's aspirations. As fans eagerly watch his progress, Kuminga's journey will undoubtedly be one to follow closely as the Warriors aim for another championship. Warriors triumph over Bayou Blues and Pelicans, 111-95. In a thrilling turnaround, the Warriors claimed a solid victory on the road against the Pelicans, with a score of 111-95, marking the much-anticipated return of Stephen Curry from injury. The game perfectly encapsulated the roller coaster ride that has been this season, from the collective gasp of Dub Nation during a dismal first quarter to the remarkable resurgence that followed. After a shaky start, the Warriors bounced back, securing their place in the fiercely competitive Western Conference playoff race with a record of 42-31. Is there anything more predictable than the Warriors beginning a game as if they've forgotten the fundamentals of basketball, only to unleash a tactical offensive blitz midway through? The first quarter in New Orleans was a basketball nightmare, with a staggering -35 deficit that had Anthony Slater tweeting eulogies before halftime. But then, as if summoned by the collective despair of Warriors fans on Twitter, Stephen Curry reminded everyone why he's a superstar. The 37-year-old maestro, back from injury, orchestrated a comeback that made the Pelicans look like they were playing an entirely different sport. While his 23 points on 7 of 21 shooting, 5 of 16 from beyond the arc, may seem ordinary by his otherworldly standards, his gravitational pull completely reshaped the team's offensive dynamics. Jimmy Butler added 18 points and 10 rebounds, while Jonathan Kuminga continued his impressive ascent with a solid 16 points and 7 rebounds off the bench. The chemistry among this trio was surprisingly cohesive, even in Curry's absence, hinting that Coach Kerr may have finally stumbled upon rotation combinations that don't leave fans questioning their life choices. Perhaps the most striking aspect was the defensive intensity that emerged after halftime. The Warriors transformed from a high-scoring team into an impenetrable wall, forcing 16 turnovers that turned into 23 points. As the game progressed, New Orleans starters grew increasingly perplexed, with Kelly Olynyk and Jordan Hawkins combining for a tough night, shooting 4 of 17. While there were concerns, Draymond Green's 6 turnovers and the starting lineup's 8 of 30 from deep won't cut it against elite competition. The victory showcased a resilience that has been elusive this season, as if the team was finally finding the keys to their identity. Watching Curry return from injury and orchestrate plays with such precision remains one of basketball's most remarkable spectacles. Though Father Time remains undefeated, he seems hesitant to challenge Curry's prowess. With just 9 games left and the play-in tournament on the horizon, this win is a pivotal moment as the Warriors gear up for the season's final stretch. They now return to the Chase Center for a 3-game homestand, brimming with renewed confidence and their leader back at the helm, just in time for the games that truly matter. As the Warriors prepare for their upcoming 3-game homestand at the Chase Center, the energy surrounding the team has noticeably shifted. The recent victory over the Pelicans not only solidified their playoff positioning, but also rekindled the hope and excitement of Dub Nation, which had been waning during Curry's absence. Fans are buzzing with anticipation as they look forward to seeing their team back in action, especially with the playoffs looming on the horizon. The stakes are higher than ever, and every game will be crucial in determining their fate. The Warriors, once seen as perennial contenders, have faced their share of struggles this season, with injuries and inconsistent performances leading to doubts about their championship potential. However, Curry's return could be the catalyst needed to reignite the team's drive and chemistry. In post-game interviews, Curry expressed his relief and joy at being back on the court, emphasizing the importance of teamwork and resilience. "It feels great to be back and contributing," he said. "Every game matters now, and we're focusing on building momentum as we head into the playoffs." His leadership will be vital, not just in scoring but also in guiding younger players like Kuminga, who are stepping up their game at a crucial time. Kerr's coaching strategy also seems to be evolving. After experimenting with various lineups, the combination of Butler, Kuminga, and Kurry appears to be a promising trio that could provide both offensive firepower and defensive solidity. The coach noted in his post-game remarks, "Finding the right mix has been a challenge, but I believe we're starting to find our rhythm. The guys are learning to trust each other, and that's what we need moving forward." The ripple effects of this victory extend beyond the court. Analysts are buzzing about the Warriors' chances of making a deep playoff run. Sports pundits are reconsidering their predictions, with many now placing the Warriors back into the conversation for Western Conference contenders. This shift in narrative has rekindled discussions about Curry's legacy and his ability to lead a team under pressure. As the Warriors gear up for their next match against a rival team, the intensity will undoubtedly increase. Fans are eager to see how the team capitalizes on the momentum from the Pelicans' win and whether they can maintain that defensive intensity that emerged in the second half. With the playoffs just around the corner, the time for caution is over. It's now or never for the Warriors as they aim to prove they still have what it takes to compete for a title. In the coming weeks, all eyes will be on Golden State. Will they rise to the occasion and reclaim their spot among the elite teams in the league, or will the pressure prove too great? One thing is certain, with Curry back in the lineup, the Warriors are ready to fight for their playoff dreams, and Dub Nation is fully behind them. Warriors rally for a 16-point road victory over Pelicans. In an impressive comeback, the Golden State Warriors overcame an early 14-2 deficit to defeat the New Orleans Pelicans 111-95 on Friday night. This win snapped a two-game losing streak and marked their first victory on this road trip, securing a season record that keeps them in close contention with the Los Angeles Clippers, who also won on Friday, tied for sixth place in the Western Conference. Moody's game-changing dunk. Moses Moody ignited the Warriors' momentum by scoring the first two baskets of the game, including a spectacular poster dunk that shifted the energy. After an early timeout and facing a double-digit deficit, Moody found himself in the corner, initially looking for a catch-and-shoot three-pointer. But when Pelicans forward Kelly Olynyk closed in fast, Moody quickly pivoted. Reading his defender with a lethal triple-threat stance, he used his lightning-quick first step to explode toward the basket, launching himself like a springboard over 6 feet 11 inches center Yves Missy for an electrifying dunk. This play sparked a 16-8 run for the Warriors, cutting the 14-2 deficit to just 4 and forcing the Pelicans to call another timeout. Curry's strong return. Stephen Curry made a triumphant return from a pelvic injury, lighting up the second quarter with 13 of his team-high 23 points. He nailed 3 of his 5 three-point attempts during this stretch, showcasing his trademark skill even under pressure. While his overall shooting wasn't the most efficient, hitting just 7 of 21 from the field, Curry contributed with 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals over 34 minutes, proving he can still impact the game in multiple ways. Kuminga's consistent performance. Jonathan Kuminga continued to shine, scoring in double digits for the 25th consecutive game with 16 points on 5 of 9 shooting. He displayed impressive control on his drives, using his size and strength to overpower defenders at the rim. Kuminga has been a consistent scoring threat, hitting 15 or more points in each of his last 4 games. Butler 3's impressive milestone. Jimmy Butler 3 notched his 4th double-double as a Warrior, scoring 18 points and grabbing a team-high 10 rebounds. He made history as the first player in the franchise to record at least 300 points, 100 rebounds, and 100 assists in his first 20 games with the team. His record now stands at an impressive 17-4 in 21 games. What's next? Looking ahead, the Warriors will continue their road trip, facing the San Antonio Spurs on Sunday. With the momentum from this victory, they'll be eager to build on their success as they push toward the playoffs. As the Warriors gear up for their next challenge against the Spurs, the significance of this victory extends beyond just the win column. With only a handful of games left in the regular season, every matchup becomes crucial as the Warriors fight to solidify their playoff positioning. The return of key players like Curry and the rising performance of Moody and Kuminga will be vital as they seek to build chemistry and momentum heading into the postseason. The impact of injury on team dynamics. However, the specter of injuries still looms over the Warriors. Gary Payton II's recent setback, sidelined due to a torn ligament in his left thumb, adds a layer of complexity to the team's strategy. Payton had become an essential part of the Warriors' defensive schemes, especially after the trade of Andrew Wiggins. His absence not only creates a gap in perimeter defense, but also puts additional pressure on players like Kuminga to step up. Coach Steve Kerr's recent comments highlight this need, as he expressed confidence in Kuminga's ability to rise to the occasion. Kuminga's opportunity for growth. For Kuminga, this injury could serve as a pivotal moment in his development. With increased playing time, he has the chance to showcase his skills on a larger stage and solidify his role within the team. The coaching staff's decision to allow him more defensive responsibilities is a testament to their belief in his potential. If he can adapt quickly and perform well, it may not only benefit the Warriors in the short term but also enhance his prospects for a lucrative contract this offseason. Playoff picture heating up. As the playoff picture heats up, the Warriors will need to capitalize on every opportunity. The competition in the Western Conference is fierce, with teams like the Clippers and others jockeying for position. The Warriors' ability to maintain their momentum will be crucial in the coming weeks. With each game, they have the chance to build confidence, tighten their defense, and refine their offensive strategies, all essential components for a successful playoff run. Looking ahead. As they prepare for Sunday's game against the Spurs, the Warriors are not just looking to extend their winning streak, they are also on a mission to assert their dominance in the West. The blend of veteran leadership from Curry and the youthful energy from players like Kuminga and Moody could be the key to unlocking their full potential. Fans will be eager to see how the team continues to evolve, particularly as they adapt to the challenges presented by injuries. The upcoming match is more than just another game. It represents a crucial step in the Warriors' quest for a championship. With the playoffs just around the corner, every moment counts, and the Warriors are determined to make theirs memorable. Curry's significant return amid pressure on Warriors' offense. The Golden State Warriors snapped a two-game losing streak with a 111-95 victory over the New Orleans Pelicans at the Smoothie King Center, marking an important comeback for Stephen Curry. After missing 2 games due to a pelvic injury, Curry showed resilience, though the Warriors initially struggled to find their footing against a Pelicans team missing its top 5 players. A slow start, but a strong finish. The game began with the Warriors facing an early 14-2 deficit, leaving fans concerned. However, they rallied by the end of the first quarter, yet still found themselves in a tight spot with just a 1-point lead heading into the final period. In a decisive fourth quarter, the Warriors tightened their grip, limiting the Pelicans to only 13 points, allowing them to secure a more comfortable win. Curry's shooting wasn't quite up to his usual standards, hitting only 7 of 21 from the floor and 5 of 16 from beyond the arc, but he still managed to lead the game with 23 points, along with 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals in 34 minutes. This performance is a promising sign of his recovery and determination. Kuminga's standout performance. While Jimmy Butler contributed another double-double with 18 points and 10 rebounds, it was Jonathan Kuminga's performance that truly shone. Coming off the bench, he scored 16 points, grabbed 7 rebounds, and dished out 3 assists in just 23 minutes, hitting 5 of 9 from the field and 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Kuminga's resurgence has been a hot topic, and this game highlighted his potential, though the Warriors will monitor his health closely after he collided knees with Pelicans center Yves Missy in the closing moments. Quinton Post also made an impact, hitting 9 three-pointers in his 17 minutes off the bench and finishing with 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Brandon Podziemski and Buddy Hield contributed as well, rounding out a balanced scoring effort despite the team's shooting percentages being lower than desired, 41.3% from the field and 23.6% from 3. Defensive highlights. Draymond Green continued to bolster his case for Defensive Player of the Year, recording 2 steals and a block, ending the game with a +16+, the highest on the team. Despite a late-game foul that caused some tension, his defensive presence was a key factor in the victory. Looking ahead. With this win, the Warriors remain in 7th place in the Western Conference standings as they prepare for their next challenge, a road game against the San Antonio Spurs on Sunday. As they continue to navigate the pressures of the season, Curry's return and Kuminga's growth could be vital in their pursuit of playoff success. The team's ability to gel and perform under pressure will be closely watched as they aim to secure their spot in the postseason.